Hey folks, just wanted to do a video today on my first oil change on my Big Dog Alpha 36. Just recently got this, and it's got a little over 5.5 hours. As y'all can see, it's about time to do the first oil change on it. Get it up and running how it's supposed to be, and have it be running smoothly for its entire life. So I've seen some other videos that have the older system and not the quick change oil filter oil change system that this one is equipped with. This is a 2022 model. So we're just going to go ahead and change that out today, and I've already cranked it up and let it run for a bit. The engine oil is warm, so we're going to go ahead and proceed with that. So I'm going to go ahead and unclip the spark plug assembly here to make sure it's not running. Got that, needed 2 hands for that. I'm going to take the dipstick out, set it off to the side over here, and we are going to undo this hose, bring it down here, and I have already got my oil change catch receptacle down here, and so we are going to just undo this cap and let everything drain out. As you can see, we have everything draining out of here right now. I had to stop and put on a glove. The engine components are still pretty hot, but it is draining well. And I will, as you can see, it's just kind of right back through this little gap in between the engine assembly and the guard. It's on the back of here. Down below the muffler, everything's draining really well. It's a limited mess, and just kind of pretty simple so far, and we will get back with you when it is time to refill the oil. Okay, so all the oil is drained out. We're ready to just top this guy right back in its little hole right there, and it's done. It was very easy. No mess. All it took was just to hold the hose down and make sure it was draining where it was supposed to go, which was no problem. Took a couple minutes for it to drain. I did not lift the front of the mower up or anything. Did not have to do that. It was just pretty simple. Ran out on its own. And this oil change is just the oil. We'll be changing the oil and the filter again at 50 hours. As you can see, the filter's right down here. It's pretty easily accessible, so shouldn't be too much of an issue when it comes down to that. So we'll be adding some oil to it, and we'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so we're done adding our oil. Did about 44 ounces, so almost an entire bottle of the Briggs & Stratton SA30. This is an 18 horsepower Briggs & Stratton motor. I always try to use the recommended oil for it. We're going to go ahead and crank it up and let it run for a second, see what the level is. It was kind of at the bottom end of the dipstick there, and we will go ahead and crank it up and let it run, get warm, and just see how it does. But so far, I will say this is one of the easiest oil changes I've ever done on any piece of equipment I've ever owned. They really make it easy for you to just kind of get in there and do what you need to do. Oil changes are at the best, a little bit of an inconvenience, and at worst, a whole heck of a lot of mess. So this has been a good one. We'll go ahead and crank it up and see where we're at. Forgot to mention before cranking, we're going to want to hook up the spark plug, attach that connector, make sure that's in there properly. And there's also, it's a 2-cylinder engine, so there's another spark plug connection on the other side. You want to take both of those out before you do any work on it. So we will go ahead and crank her up and see what happens. Okay, so after running it for a second, oil appears to be in the zone that it's supposed to be in. I'm gonna get my camera to focus on it. So that's about 44 ounces. I think we were good to go. Cranked right up. And now it's time to get back to mowing. So I'll get to it, but just wanted to document this process for anybody who is potentially thinking about buying one of these or in the market. I had a smaller yard, but too big to push mow, a decent amount of elevation. This mower does a good job with fitting into the space I need it to fit in, and has been a great cutter. So I will stop chatting with y'all, but just wanted to document this process. This was my first time doing this. Had no going through it before. It was just let's get right into the process. So this is, you were seeing it as I was seeing it. It took me about all of 15 minutes, and we were good to go. I'm about to go cut the yard. So thank you guys. I just wanted to make sure everybody caught this.